seats because it's going to be a wild one. 30 laps nonstop at USAC AmSoil National Sprint Car Series. The Wild Child looks him over. Green flag, we're underway. Kevin Thomas Jr. out of the chute, leads him down the backstretch into 3. The Madman Robert Ballou hanging on to 2nd. The Macho Man in 3rd. Kevin Thomas Jr. down the backstretch. He's got the Madman Robert Ballou trying to chase him down as they head into turn 3s and 4. The Macho Man Brady Bacon hangs on to 3rd. Justin Grant right there in the 40. Here comes Chase Stocking up to that 5th spot. Dave Darlin back in 6th. As they come out of turn number 4, heading into 1, it continues to be the 17 RW of Kevin Thomas Jr. Jr. again, last night's feature winner, looking to make it 2 in a row, but he's got the Madman right behind him. Oh, and some smoke for the Madman. He goes into 3 with some smoke coming out of the engine. Could be just a temporary thing as he goes through turn 1 with still some smoke coming out of that power plant. Brady Bacon still hanging on to that 3rd spot. Oh, and you got one on fire. That's Tracy Hines. Hines had some flames coming out of the exhaust. He still keeps it going. Hines on the gas, middle of the pack. Stocking going to take over that 4th position as they go down the backstretch. Stocking now up to 4. Stocking got by Justin Grant. Here comes the people's champ, Dave Darlin. He's now up to 5th, puts Grant back to 6th. Meanwhile, your leader coming out of turn number 4, that is Kevin Thomas Jr. He's got the Madman right behind him. The Macho Man Brady Bacon hanging on to 3rd. Your new track record holder, Kevin Stocking, hanging on to 4th, and it's the people's champ, Dave Darlin, hanging on to that 5th spot. Your top 5 down the backstretch, or down the front stretch. Now they go into turn 1. Some smoke coming out of that 40. The 40 machine of Justin Grant. Right behind Grant. Oh, and then Ballou, the Madman, almost takes out Kevin Thomas Jr. A big slide job there in turn number 1. That left rear coming off the ground as they come out of turn number 4. They head into 1. Top 3 start running nose to tail as they go down the backstretch. The Madman trying to gain some ground. Bacon goes to the low side. Bacon searching for some grip there as he comes out of turn number 4. He goes to the low side in 3 and 4, then searches to the high side like he did last night. Just the opposite. Williams. It's Kevin Thomas Jr. hanging on. Robert Ballou right there in 3rd. Brady Bacon hanging on to that 3rd spot. Stocking and Dave Darlin now battling. It's Darlin taking over that 4th spot. Stocking back to 5th. Justin Grant hanging on to 6th. Brian Clausen right there in 7th, followed by C.J. Leary. Kyle Cummins and Brady Short. That rounds out your top 10 at the moment. 13 down, 17 to go. Your leader on the front stretch. Ballou going to try to go to the inside once again. Ballou with a drive, slides up. Ballou, your new leader as they go down the backstretch. But here comes Kevin Thomas Jr. battling back. Kevin Thomas slides right back up. But here comes the Madman out of 4. Madman with the lead at the line. Robert Ballou, now your leader. Kevin Thomas Jr. right on his back bumper. Here comes the Macho Man. The Macho Man in 3rd. Thomas Jr. going to slide up right beside him once again. Can't make that move stick. It's the Madman, Robert Ballou, hanging on. Brady Bacon in that 69 trying to reel in Thomas Jr. Right there's your leader, Ballou, in the 12. Here comes Bacon. Bacon looks to the inside, can't make it stick. Dave Darlin still in that 4th spot. Chase Stockin in the 32 continues to hang on to 5th. Your leader, the Madman, high in 3 and 4. Here he is coming down the front stretch, crosses the start-finish line. Thomas Jr. hanging on to 2nd. Bacon still hanging on to 3rd. Dave Darlin continues to hang on the 4th. And we got the 66 of Shane Cockrum. Cockrum and the 24 of Landon Simon. They'll take it to the infield. 10 laps remaining. Your leader into the 3. He goes to the inside of Andretti. Kevin Thomas Jr. It's Brady Bacon. Bacon now the Macho Man picking up 2nd at the moment. Thomas slides up. Here comes the Bacon. The Macho Man takes over the 2nd spot as they go down the backstretch. Here comes Kevin Thomas Jr. battling back. Thomas slides up. Bacon to the low side. It's Bacon still in 2nd. Meanwhile, your leader starting to check out as he continues to try and get around lap traffic. The Madman, Robert Ballou. There is your leader as he goes into 1 to the low side. Here comes the Macho Man. The Macho Man starting to reel him in. They're in the 3. Here comes the Macho Man. The Macho Man and the Madman side by side as they come out of 4. Brady Bacon starting to reel him in as he runs in the high side and turns 1 and 2. They go down into 3. They both go to the low side. Ballou slides up right in front of 2 cars. Still hangs on. Bacon hanging on to 2nd. Whit Thomas Jr. hangs on to 3rd. 5 laps to go. Ballou still hanging on. Here comes Bacon. Bacon and Thomas Jr. trying to reel in the Madman. The Madman now able to get by Andretti as they go down the backstretch into 3. Bacon's got a couple lap cars in front of him. Oh, and contact made! Bacon's on the gas, does a wheelie. Caution gonna come out. Wow. As we get this field sorted out here, it's going to be Ballou, Thomas Jr., Darlin, the 40 of Justin Grant, Chase Stockin, that's your top 5, followed by Brian Clausen, C.J. Leary, Kyle Cummins, Stanbro, Baysflug. Here we go. Race fans, just 4 laps to go. Hang on to your hats. The Madman, Robert Ballou, leads him through turns 1 and 2. Kevin Thomas Jr. going to do everything he can to try to reel him in. And you got the People's Champ sitting there in 3rd. 3 laps to go. Robert Ballou hanging on this time by. It's going to be 2 laps remaining. The People's Champ right on the back bumper of Kevin Thomas Jr. Dave Darlin slides to the inside. Thomas back to the inside. It's going to be Dave Darlin up to 2nd. This time by 1 to go. The Madman, Robert Ballou, hanging on. Oh, he slides up. Oh, it's going to be a slide job. Can he get him back? Robert Ballou hangs on. Race fans, here they go into 3. Ballou slides up once again. Race fans, it's going to be the Madman, Robert Ballou, picking up the win. Dave Darlin comes home 2nd. And it's going to be Kevin Thomas Jr. rounding out the top 3. Race fans, there he is, climbing out of the car. They call him the Madman, Robert Ballou. Wow, you made that very exciting on that last lap. I was watching you guys two battle. All of a sudden I look and you were nowhere to be found. You slid up there in turn one. What happened?
Oh, another driver error. You know, one of the... I need my hat. Not this one. And, my shield fogged up on that restart, and I tried to crack coming off a 2 on that first lap. Had been fine all this whole time. If I was about 40 or 50 pounds lighter, I might not be breathing so hard. But, whatever it takes, we got the side bite going on, and Shane Cropcrum said last week that he gained 40 pounds and he's starting to feel like me, but I think he's got a little bit of ways to go still. Sorry to Dave. He did the same thing to me, and I tried to leave him enough room there, and this is $5,000. You can see the side of this hood. It's pretty bare. These race wins are what keep this race car going. It survives about 90% off of the earnings, and thanks to I got a job back home. Scott Runk, Parker Price Miller, the Farney family. If it wasn't for everyone who chips in every night, this thing wouldn't be here. Got Mass Industrial, Manville Motorsports, Deaton's Waterfront Service, Pro Source, Schoenfield Headers, Jackson Oil back home. This Dawn Out Racing engines and this 2006 Maxim chassis never seems to fail. Blakesley Auto, Twister X, Hoosier. My dad's at home. He had surgery a week ago, and he's just sitting there watching probably, this one's for you guys. Thanks for everyone who stands behind me. All you fans, hopefully we put on a good enough show for you tonight. This track prep, we got to give them a hats off to. Last night the racetrack was terrible. They flipped the switch. I guess they figured there'd be enough fans in the stands tonight that they could start them tractors up. Hopefully you guys come back tomorrow so they'll do something again.
Man, you got 10 career wins. This is already your second win this year. You picked up one last weekend at BRP. You got to feel good here in Florida right now.
Well, my goal is to pass Dave Darlin in victories before he retires. He's still got about 5 years left, and if we can keep this thing rolling every night, got to thank Conroy Bleeders, number 2, for them. They put up them Jeff Swindell bleeders. They're $1,200 a set, and I couldn't afford that, so we just stuck with these Conroys, and so far, they've been working out. Lucas Oil Products, they get us up and down the road. They're the only ones who stepped up, and they've been with me about 6 years. Indy Race Parts, Alloy Wheel Repair, Dallas Mulvaney and PHG Promotions for out with the shop rent, and Hinchman Racing Uniforms. There's just a bunch of small guys, and if it wasn't for race wins, this thing wouldn't be going, and hopefully we can keep them rolling.
Well, maybe tomorrow night you can get a second win tomorrow night. Remember, the guy who wins 2 wins gets up extra $500. You're already in that, and along with Kevin Thomas Jr.
Yeah, my goal tonight was to win this race just so that KT and Mike Dutcher wouldn't get that extra $5,000 bonus. Mike probably had that spin already, so hopefully we can keep this thing rolling, and one of these days he'll be calling me for a ride.
Well, there you go, man. Congratulations. The Madman, Robert Ballou, your feature winner tonight. We'll go get a word in with our second place winner. That would be the People's Champ, Mr. Dave Darlin. Man, he's finished second in 2 nights. Man, what a ride you had once again tonight, back and towards the front, towards the end.
Yeah, thanks. We had a great run again tonight. The same speech as last night. My crew gave me a great race car. Didn't get screwed this time by scoring, but that's another story. Sorry about that, Jason and Brad. But anyway, we had a good car. My Phillips team gave me a good race car, and thank my team and our sponsors for the opportunity, and the track prep guy. The racetrack was great tonight. We could race, and you could pass some guys if you got a fast race car. So everybody did a good job tonight, from the track prep to my team, and congratulate Robert on his run. They had a good night, and congratulations.
You at the end there, you had to have been thinking, man, you slipped up and you was looking for that pass there, because like I said, I couldn't see him, and there you were down on the bottom, and you were trying to hope and try and get him on that slide job. Yeah,
he just got against the wall right here on taking the white flag, and he just got out of shape right here. Gave me the opportunity to slide him, but then once he got off the wall and got shot across the center of 1 and 2 right here, that whole corner down there is pretty fast. You can get grip a lot of places. So he shot across there and, slid across in front of me. And you know, we made her close right there at the end, but had a good race car, and we tried to win it, just couldn't quite get her done.
Well, hopefully tomorrow night you'll pick up career in the number 55. You've been second 2 nights in a row. You're tired of being the bridesmaid. You ready to be the bride?
Yeah, sure am. You know, hopefully tomorrow night's the night, so we can end this trip on a good note. But it certainly has been bad. We got a win over at Ocala, a couple second places here at East Bay. I mean, we're happy with our results so far.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The People's Champ Dave Darlin coming home second. And we'll get a word in with our third place winner here. Where's Kevin at? There he is, man. You were leading there for a while thinking, man, this is in the books, this is in the books, and all of a sudden it seemed like the car went away.
Yeah, you know, racing with these guys, nothing's really in the books when you got like Robert behind you and Dave, and, you know, they're the best of the best. So, I mean, and whenever they're behind you, you really got to hustle, and if you slack up one bit, they're going to be on your ass. So. They were, and I got passed. And first of all, I want to apologize to Brady Bacon. I don't like getting into people like that, and I didn't mean to spin him out. So I apologize to him and his whole crew at the Hoffman organization. So I mean, we got a podium. It was a good points night, but I just look forward to tomorrow, and I just apologize.
Well, yeah, one of those unfortunate deals there. You got into them, and then it was unfortunate. And like you said, you didn't mean to do that, but you're still in there for winning 2 nights. So hopefully you can pull it off tomorrow night and end up with that $500.
Yeah, we got a good car here. Everything seems to be rolling pretty well. I mean, hopefully we can do what you just said and maybe get on the winner circle again tonight. Or tomorrow night. So it just we'll just go from there. And once again, I just apologize. I don't like doing stuff like that.
Well, there you go, man. I'll let you go celebrate with your crew. Once again, your third place winner, Mr. Kevin Thomas Jr.